Hello, my name is Annathrine and welcome to my first ever Minecraft YouTube video. Today I'm going to be trying to build a sort of medieval tavern slash house sort of building. The aim of my channel is to learn how to build in lots of different styles because I really love building and I want to become better at it. I haven't had much experience when it comes to building in the medieval style, but today I'm going to try and rectify that and hopefully it goes well. Let's get into it. Before we can start building, we've got to clear out an area. I'm going to put the building around here with the little hill behind it, but of course I've got to get rid of these trees and flatten out the ground, so this seems like a nice quick and easy way to do it. Yep, nice. No, probably shouldn't do that. Okay. Oh god. Oh no. Ah! Please don't spread to the- Oh, it spread to the other tree. Oh no. And then chaos ensued. Don't do this, guys. It's not efficient. Yes, everything's okay. Let's not do that again. Moving on. And so I got to work, clearing out all the space, chopping down trees, flattening the ground a little until I got to this area here. I haven't done really any planning at all, so hopefully it should be okay. I don't know what I'm doing with this building. I've sort of looked at some inspiration online. I noticed that a lot of medieval buildings sort of had a stone base to them, so that's what I'm trying to copy here. For this building, I'm going to be using like a mixture of stone and tough bricks just for this bottom layer, just to create some nice interest. I should probably put the dark ones at the bottom actually. That would make more sense. Yeah. And I will come back to you once I've done this layer here. So you can see that first off I got rid of those two little pillars that I was putting at the corners because I decided I did not like the look of those blocks. I'm trying to keep the tough and the stone blocks, so like the tough blocks are kind of clumped together and then the stone blocks are clumped together, because in my mind the tough blocks look kind of like the wall is a bit damp, so I feel like if it was completely random and scattered it wouldn't really make sense. And after this clip, at some point I did also make this wall one block higher than it is now. Next thing I want to do is build up the second layer. I'm thinking of doing a bit of a staircase up to like the main door, which might be, yeah, will be here. And I also want to maybe build like a chimney that goes up the side of the building or something like that, because I saw some inspiration buildings that do that and I thought that looked cool. So immediately you can see I'm doing these spruce slabs around the edge of the building. This is because a lot of buildings of this period, the first floors were, I think like it's the term, jettied out, so this was to create more floor space, which is very good for particularly cramped areas, and now I'm just beaming across with the logs here. And so for like the inside of the walls, I've used stripped pale oak and also birch wood. I think this is because a lot of buildings have kind of white walls with then like kind of spruce-ish beams across, and I feel like these two blocks are quite a nice way to create those white walls, but they still have some texture and some interest in them. So now I want to start putting the roof on. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do, because I've kind of made this house a very strange size. But we'll work it out together. And the roof is done. I had a rough time putting this roof together, I'm going to be honest. But I think it's worked out. It wasn't too bad. It's a really huge roof. It's literally like the same size as the rest of the building. I don't know, the proportions seem off, but we're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna fill in these areas, I think, and then start working on detailing after that. Oh, okay. I was just closing off the edges and look at the way that this is glowing. It's actually kind of cool looking. I did not know that this happened. I didn't know that light came through stairs, but this is very, very cool. I like it. So I've just put in this little staircase. I'm gonna put some more detail in later. I want to try and make this first floor look a bit more supported. So to do that, I'm gonna create these little... How do you even describe those? I don't know. Supports, I guess. Just to, even though Minecraft doesn't have gravity, it still looks better. Like, builds tend to look better if you make them look a bit more supported. So that's what I'm trying to do now. And I'm going to continue doing that. So after doing those supports, I just changed this area here because originally I was going to have a chimney here, but I decided it wasn't really going to happen with the shape of the roof and stuff. So instead I just changed it into a nice little arch for an entrance to the ground floor, messed with the shape of it and ended up with this. And then I put in the windows. Okay, so when it comes to detailing windows, I like to use like a mixture of trapdoors and slabs. I find that they're quite good for doing an overhang, I guess. And on the windows, I do a mixture of sort of little stairs with like flower pots, and then just also some shelves underneath, I think are quite good. So this is sort of how I go about detailing my windows. Something else that's good to do is to put kind of bits of mud around here and coarse dirt. This is just to add some detail, do a little bit of terraforming around the edge. I then also quite like to get different types of plants in it, so I'm going to probably put some rose bushes and a mixture of small ferns and tall ferns in it. I'll do some more around here. And then with like pots and stuff, I'll put some flowers in those as well, just to, you know, create some variety, get some busyness going on. Something that I often see lots of people doing is adding lots of foliage, and I've also seen people like add little trees up the sides of the houses, so I think I'm going to try that out. I've just picked out like some acacia and some oak leaves, because they're pretty similar, but they've got some slightly different patterns, so I think that's quite good for texturing. Yeah, it's not bad. I will continue to do that around the house, as well as do all these pots and chests and whatnot. I think I'm probably going to use some rose bushes, poppies, and then different sized ferns as well. So if I put like those in the pots here, but then I don't have any dirt right next to the house. Also gonna put like some larger plants. Oh, it's not gonna work there. Anyway, I'm gonna go around and do that just to add some extra details on the outside. I think that it definitely gives the house more life. Okay, so I've added lots of foliage and detail around the outside. As you can see here, there's sort of bits of storage. This is obviously the doorway to the basement, which is gonna be like the tavern bit where the bar is and all the tables. There's more storage out here. There's like a path that goes round to it because it's quite a well used area. And through here we just sort of continue the random bits and bobs, the little trees growing up the side underneath, and then we come around here to our staircase. Now the last thing that I want to do on the exterior is add some foliage to the roof because it's looking a bit plain at the moment. This is not something I've ever done, but I often see people do it, so I think it's probably about time that I try it. I'm gonna give it my best shot and let's see what happens. So I'm using a mixture of acacia and oak leaves again, just because they seemed to work quite nicely. You can see here I'm sort of trying to make the leaves look integrated into the building, so I'm taking out some of the stairs and stuff so they're not just kind of floating on top. When I'm coming back here, I was trying to make the leaves thicker because I felt like they looked kind of a bit weird and random, but I don't really know if that helped much. And then I continue to do like the leaves around the whole of the building, but I'm not going to make you sit through all of that. Okay, so I tried adding some leaves, but I'm going to be so honest, I've literally never done this and I have no idea how to get the proportions right. Like, this looks odd, doesn't it? I don't know. I tried to put some grass in it to break it up a bit, but it was kind of couldn't really put it in many places because I had to hide behind blocks. I've done this sort of all around these leaves and stuff, but it doesn't look right. So I think I'm definitely gonna have to do some research and look at some other buildings and try and work out how they make the leaves look good and natural, because I haven't really got it here, but that's okay, I can work on it. And if anyone sees this video and can give me some tips on how to do that, make the leaves look better, that would be much appreciated. Okay, so I want to move on into the interior now because this is looking pretty good. I'm quite pleased with it, if I'm honest. So obviously I've got my front door here, which I'm kind of planning on. This is going to be like a reception area, and then there's going to be some rooms. I don't know what to do with this staircase. I've moved it around a lot. I don't know. And up here as well. It's like a bit odd, but this is probably going to be some rooms to stay in as well. So yeah, and then downstairs is going to be the tavern area. So I'm going to work on dividing that a bit better. I'm going to change up the flooring to make it more interesting. And then I can come back to you and talk a bit more about what I'm going to be doing here. Okay, I'm excited. I've sorted out where all of the rooms are. I've got the staircases up. All of the walls are complete. I just need to do the actual decorating and then I will be finished. So, without further ado, let's do it! The tavern is done. I'm honestly really proud of it. I'm very happy with how it's turned out and I cannot wait to show you around. It does not look bad. I do like it. I'm very excited about this. So here I'm just taking you on a little fly around the house, showing you the full exterior, kind of. There's a lot of trees in the way. You can see what I've done to the roof at the back here as well. It's genuinely, I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy with this, and I cannot wait to show you the interior to it as well. So in we go. This is the reception area of the tavern. For the inside, I haven't really done a very medieval style. I mean, I've got like cushions and these beautiful shelves here. I've got invisible item frames I'm using. I will show you how to do that. This is the command here that works in Java Edition at the moment. I have 4 rooms in total, so this is one of them. It's quite nice. It's all, you can see I've got a colour scheme going on with the cyan colouring. Same, there's a room here. They're all pretty much the same, to be honest. I'll show you upstairs as well. This is like a little landing area, and then through here we have a room. It's very nice. We've all got sort of books and storage and just a bit of decoration. I've used these shelves for railing. I don't use shelves that much because they're new and I don't really get them, but I do like them there. And then this room as well. This has a really round ceiling and it does make me laugh considering how pointy the actual roof is. But yes, so all the way downstairs I have the kind of dining area, a bit of a tavern. You can see here this is a bit darker, a bit more in the style of medieval. It's got this beautiful arch here, I quite like that. got food on the tables and stuff like that. And then out here, this door goes to the outside with my little arch out here. So back here is sort of the, this is like the kitchen staff area. You can see they can work on their food here. This is great, and this is just another little storage nook. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. I really like this bit particularly down here. I think this is my favourite part of the interior for sure. I'm really happy with it. I named it the Prancing Pony. I like that name. Yeah, it's really good. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun creating this video, my first ever video. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of myself. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll stick around to see any more videos I put out in the future, and I'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone.